What's going on, guys? Today we are updating the quarterback tier list. I think the last time I updated this was in October, so we have about a month of new quarterbacks that have come out. And of course, the zero chill quarterbacks are, if you haven't seen them, they're all pretty crazy. And I did make a zero chill tier list yesterday, ranking all the cards, including the stocking stuffers. While you're watching this video right now, the I Rate Your Teams tweet is live, so if you want a chance to be a part of that episode, head over to Twitter, link in the description, and reply with a high-quality screenshot of your team underneath my latest tweet. And the last thing is we are less than 40 subscribers away from 50,000. So hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get straight to it. If you're looking to add any of these quarterbacks to your squads, head over to MMOEXP for the cheapest, most reliable MUT coins on the market. Use my code FREDDY at checkout for 6% off. A link for their website is in the description. And so here is the quarterback tier list. Today we're going to talk about the cards. So we have some cards to talk about in high A tier, and then S tier, then of course S+. I feel like in this game, you really only see the guys in A, S, S+, pretty much. Especially, again, after Zero Chill, you're going to see a lot of the guys in S+, because of the Zero Chill theme teams. And I do expect them to keep dropping really good quarterbacks throughout the month, and that will mean that they also do get the discounted abilities, meaning that they are the best in the game. That's just how QB is. QB is probably the most dependent on discounted abilities, especially good ones like the Zero Chill ones do have. So expect that throughout the month. I probably won't update this. I mean, we're gonna get a lot of content. I might update this again before the new year, but just want to put that out there. I probably actually will, because Ghosts are gonna come out. It's gonna be, and apparently Ghosts get 2x frozen buckets, which is pretty insane. So we'll see how that, it might actually even dwarf some of these guys in the S tier. So yeah, let's get to it. So getting started in A tier, we have the LTD Vinny Testaverde, 86 speed. All these guys, they got good enough speed to move around. I like Testaverde a lot. I actually do like his release, and he's also 6'5", so you don't have that height problem, which is, I like Testaverde's card. And of course, no gunslinger, but does get full price tactician, pass lead, and set feet. And if we head over here to our team diamonds, and we go, okay, they always got to make me do an extra step on this website, huh? Hit that, and then position, QB. The same does go for Dan. Dan's got good speed. He's 6'3", also a pretty solid release. And then the same abilities. And of course, the same will go for Unitas. In the order I like these cards, it will be the same as I like them here. So it's going to be, where are we? We got Vinny. I like Vinny the best. And then I would go Unitas third, and then Dan Fouts in second. So to me, they're pretty much back to back. They're very similar cards, and their prices have somewhat reflected that now that they are down in price. And the main reason why there's such a big discrepancy between the lower overall cards and the LTDs is that extra chem. That's really the main. You see 3x for Unitas, if it was behind me, 3x for Unitas, and then 2x for this Unitas. So it all kind of factors into the price discrepancy. But honestly, these cards are pretty similar in how they play in game, unless you do want that pass lead elite, where these guys don't get it, while the LTDs do get pass lead. So those are the differences, and that's why there's a price discrepancy. But honestly, again, the play is pretty similar. All right, moving into S tier, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of Steve Young's cards. I never really have been, for whatever reason, but this one is, I would say, pretty good. You do get the tactician, the pass lead, and the set feet, the same as the 93 diamonds. Of course, not the 3x chems, but 90 speed's good. From what I've seen, his release is pretty good. He's mobile, can make guys miss, can be a legit threat as a ball carrier. So I don't hate the 92 Steve Young. I believe that he does belong in a low S tier spot. The next QB is going to be the 93 Troy Aikman, not the lower overall one, the 93. So you're gonna have some better speed on him, as well as the same setup. No pass lead elite, but with him being a righty and his stats, to me, the difference between Steve Young and Aikman, what it comes down to, if you're looking for a collector series QB, would honestly be your play style. If you're someone that likes running the ball more and you can handle a lefty, then I think Steve Young could be better for you. But if you're someone that likes playing more from the pocket, I think Aikman would be the better option. Okay. Next up, let's go. Actually, we'll wait on him And let's just go. I gotta have to search him up, but Cam Newton's card, the 90 Cam Newton, the better one. Where's that collector? Actually, I gotta go in. They're like the same card pretty much, but it's a 1 stat difference pretty much. And honestly, I think that I actually might move Cam up a little bit. I do like the gun. The only thing he doesn't get is set feet, but the mobility of Cam I do like. I do like this Cam a lot. And honestly, you might want to even move this one up if you like. To me, all these QBs to me are the same. In this realm, I know it feels like there's a pretty big gap between the higher overall, the slightly better Cam Newton and the one we have in the LTD. It feels like there's a pretty big gap between the two, but honestly, like the way I view these QBs is all pretty much the same, if that makes sense. I hope I'm putting the words into the way that makes sense, but that's the way I look at it. All right. The next card I want to look at is going to be, we'll take a look at Peyton Manning's card. So what Peyton has that is pretty unique is, of course, a discounted ability bucket. That's the big thing. So if you want to go gunslinger, you can, right? Or if you want to go long range Jedi, whatever you want to do, you just use one of these discounted for sure. And then he also does have the option for set feet lead, which him not getting pass lead's not that big of a deal because he is slow in the pocket. Again, the same spiel I gave you with Aikman. If you're someone that knows you love the mobile QBs, don't go get Peyton Manning because you're going to be let down by that. But he is actually a very good card and does play very well. So we'll put him there. The next QB is going to be Baker Mayfield, a card I actually do like a lot. If you played early on in the year, I mean, you've probably used this card as well. But the release is good. It's always been a thing with Baker. Good release. And they gave him really good speed. It made him somewhat of a ball carrier, like well enough. I mean, he's no Lamar or Vic, obviously, stat-wise, or Kyler or whatever. But can scramble for 15 and go slide and continue a drive for you if everything does end up breaking down. My one gripe would be the height, but really outside of that, I mean, he's a very good card. And for his discount ability, he does get gutsy, which is actually not bad. I mean, it's 1 AP running. I kind of wish it was 0, to be honest, but set feet as well is really nice to have. So, Baker Mayfield into S tier. Again, to me, between Baker and Peyton, it comes down to if you like playing from the pocket or not. It's kind of the same thing with Aikman and Steve Young. It's very similar. Steve Young, a better runner than Baker, but it does kind of come down to the same thing. Next up, we have the all 32 Shedeur Sanders. This card, honestly, the way EA grabbed us with this one was crazy. Crazy. I mean, he's still very good because he does get the +1s, but no discounted abilities. The all 32 is crazy. The stats are also really nice as well, but no discounts. He does get set feet, master tactician, so depending on what you want to do there, but it felt like when he came out, he was insane, but it doesn't feel like he's I mean, obviously still very good. If you're running him for the Dion boost, then great, but it doesn't feel the same. I don't know. When I first saw this card, I was like, wow, I don't see this guy getting dethroned for a while, but yeah, he's still obviously very good. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But hopefully you know what I'm trying to say here. It just felt like he's already. I think he's definitely no longer QB1, 100%, 100%. But the way that this card he was out as a money grab, and then people did that, and they made a ton of money off this card, and then he already got jumped. It's kind of crazy, and you may have lost millions and millions of coins on this card as he's down 40% just today with zero chill, while I'm recording this. So yeah, crazy. All right, let's talk RG3 now. So RG3, there's a variety of RGs out there. We're going to talk about the 90 up, but just know that these cards would also be kind of sprinkled throughout. And by the way, these guys all do get all 32 now, which wasn't always true for the previous seasons. So they would be sprinkled throughout if you do have RG3. But we're going to just do the 90, 91, 92, 93. So the 90, I'll just put them in the tier list. I mean, all you got to do is see one once, and you know that it's a +1 overall jump. There is one slight change between them all, but I'll show you right now. So this RG3, pass lead, set feet, threat detector. Okay. If we go to this RG3, the 92, the hero version, which I feel like a lot of people probably have, it is the same. And then for the champion top 100 RG, which is only 5, but he's 5 mil, which is kind of actually a lot for what the card is, in my opinion. But only Gunslinger. Gunslinger is what is added. So if you like Gunslinger, that's great. But obviously the big draw for this card is the all 32, right? So if you have top 100, I will take a look at this card. Actually, I feel like, again, more people are going to have this card. So, no zero chokems, of course. Maybe they should have thought about that, but they didn't. It is what it is. 91 speed, so +3 speed on him. If you have Tebow behind him, actually, no, Tebow doesn't even help this card. I forget. I keep thinking Tebow gives every card all 30 or +1 speed, but it's only 0 Chill Collector Series. So, yeah, RG3 is going to have, what, +3 speed, 94 speed. Very good. Very, very good card. I mean, he's good. So, what we're going to do is, I actually don't think RG3 belongs in S+, which is crazy to say because it is December 4th. While I'm recording this, while you're watching this, the 5th, and RG3 is not the, I mean, he's obviously, I think he's still very good, but he's not, I think any other season, the ranked reward would have been S+ without question, 100%. And I think for other positions, that is how it goes, but I would order it like this with the 90, 91, 92, 93. That's how I would do it. Still great, but not S+, not any of these 0 Chill cards, which we'll talk about right now, but I can't say that he's S+ right now. I cannot. I really cannot. I just can't do it. So let's go Tim Tebow. I did not hit search. Okay, Tim Tebow. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the video, hey, leave a like, and go hit the subscribe button. You know, why not? All right. So Tim Tebow is a card that should be on everyone's team. Whether he's your starter, great. Whether if he's not, then whatever. He's going to be very valuable to have throughout 0 Chill. Because he's going to boost pretty much all of the content. I have a feeling that Legends cards might get 0 Chill chems. I don't know. I guess they're going to know pretty soon, but I've got a feeling they might do it. Because I feel like they want to, this whole month of December, they want people to be interacting with every single content drop. So, you know, not putting 0 Chill chems on Legends, which they've done before, to me would be surprising because it's that's a pretty good money grab as well. Yeah, Tebow's stats are straight up absurd. I mean, he's a running back with the ball in his hands. He can throw the ball. Where Tebow is limited in every year of Madden is his release and the fact he's a lefty. Those are the two things. But my bad, I missed actually one more thing. The abilities, he does get the frozen abilities like Gunslinger, and even does get the set like the God stack that the RG3 had, and he's all 32. So he's just better than RG. If they went back and gave RG some discounted abilities, he might be able to lift himself up into this tier. But no discounts, you're not in S+ right now. That's just how it's going to be. And again, every 0 Chill card that comes out, QB-wise, will be into this S+ tier. As it's not like this boost lasts a week. Like with breakout cards, I really didn't rank the cards like they had the boost because it only lasted 2 weeks. But this is lasting until January 15th. All the boost that Tebow adds, the frozen abilities, all that stuff is added in. And I got to consider it because it's for the next month, 100%. The next card will be Kyler Murray. Kyler's stocking stuffer. Straight up insane. Also, that these cards do have the motivator chemistries. These cards, the stocking stuffers, I mentioned it in yesterday's video, but they're legitimately better than Team Diamonds were. Easily. 100%. They're better than Team Diamonds. We still get hype for Team Diamonds because we like seeing the new names, but ever since they've gone to this LTD split thing with Team Diamonds, it does not hit the same. And ever since they started to consider the fact that everyone has a theme team, so let's nerf the cards a little bit. I mean, they didn't do it too crazy this year, but I feel like this is what they should have looked like. They should have looked this crazy to us, the Team Diamonds. And there only should have been one at each. I think that would have been a lot better. But it's, it's whatever. Maybe they'll fix it. But, the way they do it now makes more money, so it's going to stick. It's how it works. But 95 acceleration, 92 speed. Accuracy stats are not great, but he's a super fun card to use. Super fun card to use. Kyle has the custom running style. And honestly, while recording this, I haven't tried Tebow yet. So if Tebow is butter, like release-wise, and doesn't have the problems that every other Tebow card I've used for the last 4 or 5 years on Madden, maybe 3 years, whenever he got added in, if he doesn't have those problems, then he might be a little higher, maybe even 1 potentially. But I'm going to go off on a limb and say that this is, he probably will have some, like he'll feel weird or something it's always something with Tebow, man. So if he doesn't have those problems, he might be the best QB in the game with those stats because he can do everything pretty much. But I'll put Kyler ahead. But there is the height as well. I think Kyler and Tebow you can most definitely go back and forth with as to who you think QB1 is. But I think QB1's Josh Allen right now in this game. He's like perfect. Has pretty much Tebow ball carrier running. Ball carrier stats. Has the running ability of Tebow. The accuracy, he does miss on the mid accuracy. Put a strat card on him, get him up over 90, or just 0 Chill boost will help that out a little bit. But or also Tebow at backup. We'll give him that +1 to all the offensive stats, but the acceleration being so high is big because there's a lot of there's a lot of only speed boosts. So usually the acceleration lacks, but with this card, the speed can catch up to that acceleration, which is going to make Josh Allen straight up insane. He has the custom release, has a good release. And again, by the way, Tebow, Kyler all get the same abilities. So you really are splitting hairs between these guys based on builds and stuff like that. But I think Allen is just perfect in every way. So he's my QB1. This is the QB tier list. And to me, there is discounted abilities you really can't compete with. And every zero chill QB that comes out will probably, as long as their stats aren't like terrible, they will probably be up into S plus tier. And I would say there's a pretty big gap between RG3 and the guys in S plus, honestly, like because of the discounted abilities. So if you chose RG3, I would say you got to rock with them, obviously. You know, maybe they put you in a tough spot there. They did, but you saw it coming in a way because they always do this. Zero chill's kind of like they almost section off zero chill for the month that is coming out and don't really care about the other cards that have come out before, which is you're going to see the needle move crazy. Then after zero chill, they're going to try to top. They are going to top themselves, and the zero chill cards will become obsolete. Actually, yeah, I guess because theme teams do expire, that is the truth. One year the theme teams like zero chill didn't really expire, the chems, and I ran them for a long ass time because they were still like the best cards. So maybe not when I think about it, but yeah, that's a quarterback tier list. Hit the subscribe button. We are less than 40 away from 50,000. Thank you guys for watching today's video. And yeah, I will see you boys in the next one. Goodbye. Have a good one. Goodbye.